In the East Bay, relief is on the way for the so-called commuter crisis at the Dublin-Pleasanton BART station. The current parking lot isn't nearly big enough. KPIX 5's John Ramos on the new parking plan and why BART isn't exactly thrilled about it.
At noon, the Dublin-Pleasanton BART station looks like one of those apocalyptic movies. No people to be seen. That's because by 7:30, the huge 3,000 space parking garage is already full, and there's no real reason to stop here.
I seriously have had people call into my office, people that are actually crying because they can't find parking.
Alameda County Supervisor Scott Haggerty says there's a waiting list of more than 3,000 for a reserve space permit, so the streets anywhere near the station are choked with parked vehicles. He says the parking tower was always planned to be expanded into this area, but the BART board hasn't wanted to spend the money to do it. So Assemblymember Catharine Baker worked to secure $20 million in state funding for the project.
They needed funding for a second tower. I got the funding and they just didn't want to build it. So we had to look for a plan B.
This is Plan B. This land next to the parking garage is owned by the county, which will soon begin constructing a 700-space parking garage without BART's help or approval.
We've said, fine, if you don't want to do it, we'll go do it on our own. Quite frankly, I think we caught BART a little off guard by moving forward.
BART said, well, no, actually, we'd like the money, but we don't want to build parking. They are anti-car, and I can understand there's a need to get out of our cars, but part of that requires us to have a place to park them.
There's no time frame yet because the design is yet to be completed, but the concept is to build a garage that can be converted to other uses if and when the BART board's vision is ever realized of a utopian transit system that doesn't require private vehicles. In Dublin, John Ramos, KPIX 5.